Good afternoon. I'm Keith Balfourd, the Director of Marketing Communications for the Wild Sheep Foundation. I've got a special guest with me today. We're here at day 3 of the Sheep Show 2020. Last night, a lot of folks joined us for our Less Than One Club reception, which was in a banquet hall. We broke another record. We had close to 1,800 people in there, and the Less Than One Club is one of the most popular events here at the Sheep Show because we give away sheep hunts. It's a way for folks to get in the game that have never successfully harvested a mountain sheep ram. And for a $25 membership, you get into the Less Than One Club. And last night we gave away 6 sheep hunts. And in 2020, we also gave away 6 sheep hunts. And Rob Mun was the one where lightning struck for him. His name was drawn, and he drew a Dall sheep hunt.
Yep.
And this hunt was scheduled for 2021.
Correct.
Cool. First ask, what did you think when you heard your name drawn?
Well, if you were there in 2020 when I drew it, I was the last one drawn, and I went absolutely berserk when they pulled my name. It was an out-of-body experience. I put all those little old ladies on The Price is Right to shame. I was high-fiving people. I was hugging people I didn't even know. Went running up, dove onto stage, did a barrel roll.
I remember that.
Yes, that was.
You were the one.
That was me. I was that guy.
Well, that's part of the excitement of the Less Than One Club. It's amazing. I mean, people just, like you said, out-of-body experience.
Absolutely. Never thought it would happen.
You know, and sheep hunts, you know, are expensive, and they're not getting any cheaper. And it's the people that underwrite these hunts and help us out to make this happen. They feel a sense of giving back and reward, being able to see people get to go on their first hunt. So it was a Dall sheep hunt, Yukon?
Mine was in the Wrangell Mountains of Alaska.
You were in Alaska. All right. Well,
yep.
Successful?
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes,
awesome.
Absolutely.
Well, what did you think of your first sheep hunt? I guess that's a legitimate question.
It was amazing, and it hopefully is not my last. Just wonderful, wonderful experience. Got into the Wrangell Mountains a couple days before opening day. That way we could get to camp, get set up, and have basically 2 days to decide exactly where we wanted to be on opening morning. Mm-hmm. And originally we were going to go from where we were camped, we were going to go to our left where 17 rams were on this mountain. Well, the next morning they all disappeared. They had gone up and over the top. And we kept seeing these other ones to the right on a different mountain, not too far away. And pretty soon Plan B became Plan A because we kept seeing them. So.
Sheep being sheep. So was this a backpack?
Yeah, backpack hunt.
Okay.
My guide was able to fly us into the foot of a glacier, landed on a gravel bar in his Super Cub, and that's as close as he could get us, and then it was backpacking from there.
Awesome. Did you train? You know, I draw a sheep tag, I go, okay, all right, got to get in the gym, got to get on the road.
As much as I could. Problem is with my job, I'm a farmer, so I could get in decent shape during the winter, and then I got busy during the spring and the summer, and but I was in okay shape at that time.
So how many days in before you sealed the deal?
I was lucky enough to get my ram on opening day. So wow. We made the right choice when we went with Plan B. Opening morning came. They weren't exactly where we expected them to be, but we figured they couldn't be too far away. There was one nice grassy saddle with some finger shoots of grass going down this cliff, and they were always somewhere in there, and they weren't there that morning. So we figured they had to be somewhere just around the summit, not too far away. And we peeked up over this ridge near the summit, and there was 7 of them right there. And the second one we looked at was a shooter, legal. And when my guide gave me because the first one he looked at, he's like, no. He's like 3/4, he's not legal. Moves a little bit, starts looking at the second one, and then I get the thumbs up. And then the old heart starts beating like crazy once I got that.
Well, we'll be sharing a picture of Rob's ram with you on this video, but long shot, easy shot. Yeah.
Well, should have been an easy shot. It was 375 yards, and luckily on the farm we have a range where we can practice longer. One huge mistake that I made, I hate to admit it, was that we were so excited to get going, we didn't shoot my rifle after flying.
Uh-oh.
And it was off a little bit. So I hit higher than I wanted to, but it worked.
Worked out.
He never knew the gun went off.
Cool, very cool. So first sheep hunt, first day.
Yep.
What'd you think when you got to that ram?
It was just awesome. The other rams that were with him, once he went down, they didn't know what to do, and they started milling around, and then they just started bedding back down. And the second biggest ram was only like 20 yards bedded down behind him, and we thought, oh well, as soon as we start moving, they're gonna run off. Well, we walked right up, 50 yards. Well, not quite 50, 60 yards somewhere in there, and they all started leaving then. But we walked right up to them, and yeah. So then me and my guide were like, well, why did we crawl around through the rocks for 150 yards?
Yeah,
like that?
why all the stealth?
Yeah.
Well, one last question for you. Everybody says epic adventure when they go on a sheep hunt.
I would agree.
Would you agree with that?
Oh, absolutely agree.
From thinking about it, planning, training, shooting your gun, the travel, getting there. I mean, so much of a sheep hunt is just getting there.
Yes.
And that's part of the deal. That's part of the experience.
Yep, getting there and then getting back.
out, getting back out.
Yes, it was. I mean, the most beautiful place I've ever been camping in my life. I mean, you got a massive glacier right there, mountains all around that are just beautiful.
Awesome.
And then you throw sheep on top of that, and yeah.
Couldn't have scripted it any better. Well, guess what? You're out of the Less Than One Club now.
I'm out.
And you're left with sheep fever, so.
Yes.
Sorry about that.
I gotta go buy a bunch of raffle tickets now.
Yeah,
and,
get in. Today's a big raffle
one.
draw. Rob, congratulations.
Thank you.
Awesome job, and thanks for being in and out of the Less Than One Club.
Well, thank you for kicking me out. That was a trip of a
I didn't mean to
lifetime.
do with it, but my pleasure.
Yes.
I'll take credit for it. Thank you, Rob.
Thank you.
You bet.